Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you who are seasoned veterans. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. We try to do that for your listening pleasure, and we continue to do so whenever it's possible. My schedule's crazy, and I'm also trying to plan a move that's been going into planning for way too long now. Anyway, what are some relationship killers? And First is not being humble. Um, Humility is super important when trying to build rapport with a new person. People don't want to feel like someone is lauding information over them. Um, Someone is holding information over them or making themselves feel like they are less than in being in a relationship with another person. So the illusion of competition has to be dropped, which means humility is super important in relationship building for a number of reasons, not limited to the fact that when a person feels the other person's willing to be humble, they feel they can be more honest and open and forthright with the individual they're building the relationship with, which ultimately then allows the relationship to develop in a more organic fashion, and therefore any problems that exist can be dealt with in a more simplistic way. The act of kindness also is another important factor for a number of reasons, not limited to the fact that when a person feels that the other individual is kind or willing to be kind, then there is a good deal of possibility for the connection to develop in a level of reciprocity of kindness. Most times, people want someone to be kind to them because life can be extremely difficult. But if a person feels that life is always difficult or constantly difficult, it can then lead to a good number of challenges going forward in a uh, you know continual connected way, and that can become super challenging and super overwhelming for a number of reasons. When we begin to understand how to not make decisions based from emotionalism, we can also then make a better way of kind of balancing things out when we are building future decision making approaches. Next thing is honesty is important. If a person is dishonest in a relationship, it will kill the foundation of whatever's been built in the relationship. Catch a person lying, and it's almost automatic that the other individual who's been lied to or misled is going to feel like they want to pull away from the person who has been dishonest with them. Therefore, honesty can be a tricky slope because we all, or almost all of us, fear some level of rejection, but it's better to be rejected early than it is to ultimately, hold on to a relationship that is not in the best of situations or the best of strength points, and ultimately then, connect things on in a deeper level that doesn't get where things want to go, and ultimately lead things in a positive and continual direction. The next thing there is level of follow through. When we begin to understand how to follow through and or understand that the commitment that we have to following through with what we say we're going to do and keeping our commitments verbally and where we're going to be, what we say we're going to do is super important. The level of trust that we build with another person when we're trying to build new rapport is directly correlated to the level of follow through that the other person feels that they're going to be shown in a positive direction, and ultimately that becomes super valuable when looking to build a future for the average individual. Now, does it always come together the way we intend? Certainly not, but when we begin to understand the value of orchestrating follow through from an honest and forthright manner and also being as unconditionally accepting as possible, it is then that relationships build to a higher level and with a higher level of integrity, which ultimately then leads to resolution of challenge is easier, and better quality of relationships overall. So hopefully this is helpful. Keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.